were sat on that windy balcony at Edgbaston last week ahead on the second test. Let's look ahead to the third test now. Would it be a risk for England to throw Jofra Archer straight back in?
Of course it's a risk. He haven't played, he bowled 18 overs for Sussex. He bowled in the middle, obviously, last week. But we know, my biggest worry about anybody, they all look great, they're all fit, they can all do 2-minute time trial or 3-mile time trial, and they're all good at lifting weights. But bowling conditioning is an art. You have to be conditioned to bowl 20 overs in innings. And I think what we saw at Edgbaston, back-to-back almost, we saw a few of our bowlers flagging in that second innings. We really did. Stokes didn't bowl as much the second, Wokesy didn't bowl as much, and Brydon Cast was struggling as well. So I think we need to make some changes, and let's just hope Jofra Archer can stay fit throughout, and I think we'll expect to see at least one more change as well.
What do you make of Ben Stokes' comments about the pitch, saying it was quite subcontinental at Edgbaston?
What, it means flat? That's what happens. Test matches supposed to be flat pitches over 5 days, the best team wins. And to do that, you need a fast bowler who can take wickets. And that's why we've missed someone like Archer and Wood. Those two are fit, it's a different game, but they're not. So we've got some good bowlers. We've got Carsey who can get it through. Ed Atkinson can get it through. Wokes, when the conditions suit, we know what he can do. But these are very broad conditions, and Wokes has found it difficult. And it is difficult. You have to have something in the bag. A great Yorker, a good slower ball. You know, you have to have a plan and work a wrist with a short ball here and there. And at the minute, we would not fit. We're desperate to get Archer back into the lineup.
And why do you think Akashdeep got so much out of that pitch when England's bowlers didn't at Edgbaston?
Well, England were under pressure. India, batting first, got the runs on the board. And when you get that sort of runs on the board, it changes the momentum. And Akashdeep made the ball do a little bit. And he bowled at the stumps. And I always believe, on flat pitches, split the field, bowl at the stumps. The batter misses, which they're allowed to do now and again, you'll get them LBW bowler, they might chase a wide one. And we saw that from our batters in the first innings. The first 3 wickets were to poor shots. No feet, playing at wide ones, thought the pitch was flat and they played at wide balls, and we were 3 down before we know it.
How big a test is this for Ben Stokes? Because although it's 1-1, India did a lot right at Headingley. They won this test, and obviously Stokes' form with the bat hasn't been great over the last 18 months. So how important is it this test for him?
I'm not worried about him. He's the least of my worries. He's got a huge talent. He rises to the occasion, and it'll be interesting how he goes about it. So, Lords, look, we want the win, but it wouldn't be desperate if we didn't win, because I think we've got a good lineup for Old Trafford, and I think we've got a good lineup for the Oval. So I think it's going to be a close series throughout. India so far have been the best team, and we're sitting at 1-1. So I'm still going to go England 3-2, but I'll probably be against the grain. I think everybody else will be going to India to win from here.
Just finally, as a lad itself who quite flamboyant with the bat, what did you make of VM Mulder declaring 34 runs short of Lara's record?
Well,
you wouldn't have done it, would you?
Would I heck? I don't believe the quote, but I think it's a great quote and it's creating headlines around the world. So, look, Brian Lara is a great player and he deserved to hold records. So, I'm glad he did it, but I don't think he did it for that reason.